Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. 2023 is going to be an incredible year for video games. We can already see the heavy hitters like Resident Evil 4, Tekken 8, the list goes on. But for this video, we're going to be talking about the games that I'm most excited for. Resident Evil 4, as cool as it looks, is just not really something I'm into. I tried playing Resident Evil 2 Remake back in the day, and I still haven't finished it. These kinds of games just don't really click with me very well. However, Resident Evil 4 Remake does look pretty dope. But before we get into the list, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a good old thumbs up. And if you really like the video, consider subscribing for more content like this. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into my top 10 most anticipated games of 2023. Marvel's Spider-Man 2, the sequel to Marvel's Spider-Man. I cannot wait for this. I don't think I've actually talked about the Spider-Man PS4 game on this channel. I essentially love both Spider-Man on PS4 and Miles Morales. But with the introduction of Venom in this new Spider-Man game, oh yeah, I am so ready for this. Not only that, but the idea of being able to switch between Peter Parker and Miles Morales and use both their abilities and gadgets. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for this. I don't know what they could add to this formula to make it better, but I'm really excited to see what they bring to the table, especially because it seems like it's a PS5 exclusive. I haven't been this excited for an Assassin's Creed game in a long time. I bounced off of Origins and I dabbled in Valhalla, but they don't capture the essence of Assassin's Creed quite like the old games. At least for me. I know there are fans of these new RPG Assassin's Creeds, but I just find them really boring at the end of the day. Assassin's Creed Mirage is said to go back to the Assassin's Creed of old and offer a return to form, centered around one city and one protagonist. Unfortunately, no gameplay has been shown off yet, but regardless, I'm so excited to see what comes out of this. Will it bring old fans back into the series like me? I really hope so. I've talked about Sea of Stars in my channel multiple times. If you want to see more of my thoughts on the game, you can find it elsewhere on the channel. But in a nutshell, I am so freaking excited for this game. I didn't really play Chrono Trigger. I think I played the opening bits of it, and I haven't played it since. I just remember the opening bits for some reason. I don't even know where I played it exactly. But to have this game inspired by Chrono Trigger, and obviously, you know, the legacy of Chrono Trigger is vast and wide, but Sea of Stars is doing something so creative, while obviously you can see the references that it wears on its sleeves. It does something unique with that. The art style is astounding. The animations, beautiful. If you have never heard of Sea of Stars, I would highly recommend to look more into it. This looks to be one of the better indie games to come out. As someone who has only played Pikmin 3, I'm pretty excited to see what they are going to do differently in Pikmin 4. We only know a couple things, but what we do know is that there's going to be a change in perspective in the gameplay. Basically, it's going to change from a top-down kind of level to a bit more grounded, if you will. It would change how the player views the world. Objects are going to feel way bigger than ever before. We still don't really know much about this game, but either way, I'm here for it. It's so weird that Fire Emblem Engage comes out in like a couple months. I still feel like we don't know too much about the game, even though we've gotten trailer after trailer showing off more of the gameplay, combat, and the new Engage system, and the new rings that summon Fire Emblem characters. Characters like Marth, Roy, Ike, you know, the Smash characters. Everyone is here. I hope that the inclusion is more than fan service. And it would be nice if they were implemented into the plot naturally, rather than just being tacked on. Like, yeah, it's really cool to see these old Fire Emblem characters kind of interacting with one another, and even having Marth as one of the main characters, it seems like, is really cool. I just hope it's not like the bad kind of fan service. I'm just excited to play another Fire Emblem game. It's been quite a while since Three Houses, but at the same time, it feels like this game is coming out really soon. And I mean, it is coming out really soon, so I just can't wait. It looks so fun. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake is one of my most anticipated games of 2023. A remake of an NES game is one of my most anticipated games of 2023. Look at this game. I love the Dragon Quest series. I have played 8, 9, and 11 so far, and dabbled in 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I am familiar with the series, but yet not. Dragon Quest III Remake looks so gorgeous. I think they perfected the HD 2D style with this game. The colors just pop, and there doesn't seem to be a weird bloom effect like there was in Octopath Traveler. The sequel to one of my favorite indie games is coming out next year, and I can't wait. SILKSONG looks to add on the combat of Hollow Knight and just make it so freaking cool looking. Like, Hollow Knight's combat looks simple compared to this, which, I mean, to be fair, it was simple, but it was effective, and this just adds on to it. Not only that, but the movement just looks so fun to pull off. Oh my goodness. The main character is doing all these acrobatic flips and stuff. I just want to jump back into this world again. As someone who is a very casual fighting game fan, putting Street Fighter 6 on my most anticipated games list is a pretty big deal. Street Fighter 6 went from a game that I was semi-interested in to, holy crap, I need to play this now, in less than a year. It's crazy how much gameplay of this game can actually make you want to play the game. You don't need any of these cinematics or anything like that. You just see a Street Fighter 6 fight, and yeah, I'm instantly hooked. The art style takes some getting used to at first, but it clicks. It's so much better than Street Fighter 5 in my opinion, at least in terms of art style. Gameplay wise, again, very casual fighting game fan. While I do enjoy the occasional fighting game, it's just not something I get really competitive. In fact, I'm not really a competitive person, so any kind of competitive game, I'm just like, I'm just here for fun kind of thing. But that's the thing, Street Fighter 6 just looks so fun. And that's not even mentioning the abundance of content that seems to be in the game. Like the single player stuff, oh my goodness. I'm going to be spending so much time in this game. Framemakers isn't just another Smash clone. It is the Smash clone. From the same folks that made Super Smash Flash 1 and 2, Framemakers is the indie crossover platform fighter that fans have been waiting for. If you have followed these guys in the past, you know of their skills. The characters that have been shown off so far look so faithful to their original games. Like, the amount of detail here is insane. The love and care that is put into each pixel is incredible. I haven't played Framemakers yet, but I trust the devs because of their work in the past. And even just looking at the gameplay, man, this just looks so fun. The addition of character assists really makes this game stand out on its own. You can pick from a list of iconic indie characters to help you in a fight. Not to mention the ability to create your own fighter, stages, music, all of this customization baked into the game. This feature alone will add another 100 hours to the game easy. I'm so ready for this game, you guys. There should be no surprise that Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is on this list. And the fact that I can actually call it Tears of the Kingdom and not Breath of the Wild 2, it just feels so good. On one hand, I'm glad they haven't shown too much of this game because I want to experience this game fresh. I don't want to know too much to spoil my experience, but at the same time, I want to see more of this game and really get an actual taste of what the heck is going on here. What's this storm cloud covering in the trailer? Why is Link's hair out of his ponytail here, but not here? What is going on with the logo? There's so many questions, and honestly, I don't want all of them to be answered right away. I don't need to know the logo's meaning right now. I would like to know more about the floating islands and how you traverse them. And I feel like we are due for a bigger update on this game. But come on, this is a sequel to one of the best games that I've ever played. And I cannot wait. And that's my list. Again, I left out things like Tekken 8, Resident Evil 4, Final Fantasy 16, and oh crap, I forgot Final Fantasy 16. Dang, that would probably be on the list if I didn't forget about it. But those are some honorable mentions. I actually do want to see more Final Fantasy 16 because right now, like, I'm excited for it, but only because it's a Final Fantasy game. Like, it seems more action than I want it to be, if that makes any sense. Like, I like action games, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It looks a lot like Devil May Cry, and the action in Devil May Cry has never been my kind of tea. So, yeah, I mean, otherwise it would probably be on this list, and I am still excited for it. But yeah, probably gonna wait until I see more about this game. But yeah, that's the list. Let me know down below what you guys are most looking forward to. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. God bless.